Hello, everybody,
Hello, hello.
and happy MLK Day to you.
That's very true.
And don't adjust your set because it is Monday, but it is MLK Day, and your favorite weekend duo is here on a Monday.
That's close enough to
How about that?
that's close enough to the weekend.
Close enough?
The weekend was yesterday.
I didn't think about that. Okay.
So we could roll over into today.
Roll over into today.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, welcome aboard. It's the CCI radio show sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can follow Vibrant Souls on Instagram, and you can email Vibrant Souls at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. So, here we are on this Monday, MLK Day. It is Monday, the 20th of January, 2025.
Yes.
And here we are.
Here we are.
It's like,
that's it. Here we are.
Yeah, just like, here we are. Here it is.
Here it is.
You know, it's all good.
It's all good. Yes, it definitely is all good.
So, well, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get this party started here in just a few moments. Hey, Donetta.
Hello, Donetta.
Happy Monday to you.
Happy MLK Day to you.
Yeah, happy MLK Day to you. So, welcome aboard.
Yes.
I don't remember whether I said we were doing something on Monday or not. We just,
I thought you did.
I did.
I thought so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if because I didn't post anything, I didn't say like, well, I didn't know what time it was going to be, and
that's okay. Well, we said it would be at some point today.
Oh, okay.
So it's happening.
All right, so I don't feel bad then. Okay, so here we are. We're here.
We're here.
We are globally connecting the world for 13 years and counting. It's the CCI radio show, and our show begins in just a matter of moments. So
stay tuned.
That's right. Tell them to stay tuned, Bobby. Say it again.
Stay tuned.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. And if this is your first time, welcome aboard again. Happy MLK Day. We are here. And
had to put my hair up a bit. It was looking a little wild, hanging down.
Yeah, she was looking good.
Oh, that's why I had to put it up.
Oh, okay.
It was looking a little crazy.
So you did a good job. So
well, thank you.
Yeah, so we don't know who's out and about doing whatever today, but if you are working or chilling or grocery shopping or shoveling your snow or plunging your toilet or something. So, yeah, we're just glad that you're here. If you're not watching us, at least you're listening to us. So thank you so much for that. We greatly appreciate you. And Donetta said that is the only thing important today. Yes.
That is correct. That is correct.
It is.
And Sam C, I have to say, I like your shirt.
Oh,
that you have. You were gifted that shirt.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna. It says March. Let's see.
And there goes MLK right there.
Yeah, March. Actually, it says March for
peace.
Peace. Yeah, March for peace.
Well, I don't have a March for Peace shirt, but I do have. I'm the 92% of Black women. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, can we say that one? Is that what we can say?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of went a little low on that.
That's all right.
But yeah, for those of
when
you,
they go low, we go low.
Yeah, when you if you know, you know. If you don't know, you should know. And if you want to know, we'll tell you later.
That's right. Exactly.
So that's how it is. So, yep, you're hanging with the Coverages. Yep, it's the CCI radio show. It's the Coverage Connection. It is your favorite weekend duo. And like I said, we are here on this Monday. Hope you got a chance to watch this past weekend show. That was, of course, we always got up and had fun on the weekend show. And good job for you on Gospel Excellence yesterday.
Thank you, sir.
And then for those of you who didn't get a chance to listen to Gospel Excellence or audio, part of our audio podcast, you can go back and listen to that.
That's true.
There's another very good, of course, all of our audio shows are good. I'm not just saying that just because, but.
Or just because you're the music director.
Yeah,
you're not saying that.
I try to hook it up nice. But honestly, again, Bobby D put on another great show like she puts on another great show here today. We're just getting started. So.
You are so silly.
Yeah, well, so are you.
I'm silly too.
Yeah.
I am silly too. That's true.
Yeah. And it says, when they go low, I'm going to. What kind of things that? Okay. We are not our ancestors.
That's true. And with the.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
CMB. CMB, that's all we got.
But what they also didn't realize that not only are we not our ancestors blood, sweat, and tears are running through us.
Yeah. So
it's a lot different than what they might think.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot different. A lot different.
Yeah, it is a lot different.
A lot different than what they might think.
But, either way, today is a very important day. Today, every day is, you have to look at every day as being a good day.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Like I said, today is a good day, especially here in the Steel City. Now, we're hours away from the temperatures getting frigid. Well, actually, it's gonna be frigid for the next 2 days, right? They
said frigid. That's what they said on the news yesterday. Of course, we're not watching the news at all today, but frigid is crazy.
Yeah, especially here. Especially here, because the last time it's been now
frigid.
Yeah, like today, right now, it's 13 degrees, and that's actually a heat wave.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Well, for us. Well, based off of the circumstance.
That's true.
I stepped outside for a moment earlier this morning, and I felt it.
Yeah, that's the truth. Well, I must say, I had to work for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
This morning, and actually, I was happy that I had the chance to get out of the house. And of course, if I am going to work on Martin Luther King Day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The children are going to learn a little something about Martin Luther King, or at least tell me what they know. And I had the children believe it or not, I was supposed to have 5 kids, and there were 4 girls and 1 boy. The boy, his family canceled.
Really?
They canceled. So it was only 4 little girls and me. Yeah, 4 little girls and me.
Well, it was a holiday.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, on the holidays, because really, if you think about it, since today is Monday, really, if your parents don't have to work, you really could have a 3-day weekend from school. So you could have Saturday, Sunday, and today, come back today, go to school tomorrow, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But of course, in most cases, on days like today, the children, not a lot come, but we do stay open so they can come if they need the assistant. I thought that was one of my barrettes, but I guess not. That's what I was reaching for.
Nope.
Anyway.
Nope, that's connected. It's one of the other devices that we need here.
Oh, one of the million devices.
Yeah, one of the it's part of one of the other devices here that we use.
Oh, okay. I hope I didn't lose it.
No.
Okay, you still see it?
I see it's right behind this thing right here.
Okay. So anyway, so I just took a small piece of butcher paper, probably about 4 feet long, about 2 feet wide. And I wrote, I have a dream. And then in red, I should have put yellow. In red, like bright red, and then I mixed black and red,
Right.
brown, peach. I had them put their handprints and little fingerprints on it, and it was so funny. They were so proud of themselves, and they're just like, one little girl looks at me and says, "Mrs. Cubbage," I said, "Yes," and she said, she's staring at it, "I really like this." I said, "You do?"
Nice.
And she said, "Yes, I do." I said, "Well, I like it too. It is beautiful." I said, "I'm very proud."
Should be.
So they did a lovely job. And then I drew on the top of a sheet of paper, probably this big, maybe, I guess that's about 11 by 8, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote at the top, "My dream is," and then they had to either write, if they could spell, or draw a picture of their dream. And one of the little girls, the oldest actually little girl, drew. It was super
you actually
cute.
got a picture?
I actually took a picture with.
And that says, right, okay, I'll behave now. I just had to make that point. And then she put cold emojis, and then she said, "I wish you had the day off, Bobby."
Yeah, I wish I did too, but that's okay. As I said before, they're gonna ask me to come out. Yes, she did. Yes. So if they're gonna ask me to come out on Martin Luther King Day, you're gonna learn about Martin Luther King. You're gonna learn about Martin Luther King. But she said that, now this is what's funny. Take a look. I'm the one that wrote "My dream is," and she wrote "to dance" and drew that picture. Isn't her handwriting so much better than mine? Look at that. I mean, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Who's that
mad.
Supposed to be?
That's one of the little girls. You never met her though.
I mean, who's that supposed to?
Oh, be? That's supposed to be her, and her
Fine.
dream is to dance. She takes dance lessons at the center as well, and so her dream is to dance. Now, one of my little ones who can be a bit of a drama queen, a little bit of a drama queen. Love her to pieces. They're just as sweet as she wants to be. She, I shouldn't say unfortunately. Her dream is, now let's see if you could, which it didn't really, it's, "My dream is," and then it says, she tried to sound it out. So I'll put that up there and see if you can figure it out. And then I'll let you see it. So see, so I put "my dream is," and then she put, so that's one word. So you can see that one.
My.
Okay. Now the next three letters are a word. That's a word.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So what do you think? "My" was the first word. Now think about it in the eyes of a 6-year-old. She's 6 now. Sound it out.
Messy.
No.
Oh,
there's no M. So ESY. What do you think that could be?
Easy.
Oh, that's a good guess. Okay. I'll let you keep that. Okay. You can tell what that is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I know what that word is.
ARE. ARE.
Mm-hmm. Blessed.
No.
That's not blessed?
No. But you have to remember, we're talking in the eyes. We're thinking along the mind of a 6-year-old.
Not blue, is it?
Yes, that is correct.
What?
So, but this isn't messy though.
Or is that yes?
Not yes.
No. I said easy, but you said no, right?
my blank are blue. So what on the body could be blue?
Could be her eyes.
Absolutely. So eyes. ESY. My eyes are, and she spelled eyes and blue wrong. But
she got the right letter.
But she
She's
sounded it out.
Okay.
She sounded it out in her mind and wrote what. And somebody obviously told her that eyes is spelled with an E, not an I. So good job to mom. Good job to mom and dad for that one. I mean, when I was 6, I don't think I knew that eyes started with the letter E. I don't think I knew that.
I didn't either.
I don't think I knew that till I was like 8 or 9 or 25 even. I don't know. You know?
Oh man.
But I said to her, I said, what is wrong with your pretty brown eyes? And she said that they looked like poo.
Is that what she said?
That's what she said to me. And I said, actually, I said, there are a lot of songs about girls with brown eyes.
Yeah, like mint condition.
Well, I did bring that up. However, she's only 6 here, so
she better not be listening to that song. Yet.
Well, of course, the
song is about, like somebody who's got pretty brown eyes and how much I want to meet you.
Right. So then I said, there are lots of, lots of songs about girls with brown eyes, but my eyes look like poo. And I said, well, my eyes are brown and my eyes look like chocolate. And one of the little girls who has green and blue eyes, she said, oh, yes, Mrs. Cuppage, I love chocolate. I love that. No. Absolutely hysterical. And this green and blue eyed girl says, Mrs. Cuppage, your eyes are beautiful. And I said, your eyes are beautiful too, sweetheart.
Well, they are.
And well, thank you, dear.
Yeah.
And she said, what? Does my eyes change colors? What color are my eyes now? And I said, but they are beautiful baby blue. And she just gave me the big, huge smile. Then the other girls also have brown eyes. And one in particular was very offended by this one, saying that brown eyes look like poo.
Mm-hmm.
Very offended by. That's the one that drew the picture of her being a ballerina.
Okay.
So, and that one that drew the picture of the ballerina clearly is the oldest that I was dealing with today.
Okay.
So, needless to say, that one was not feeling that brown eyes look like poo thing. So, I said, well, there are, there are songs about girls with brown eyes. I said, in fact, there's a song called Pretty Brown Eyes. And the one that said that brown eyes look like poo, and then, of course, the other girls wanted to hear the song. I didn't play it, though. I didn't play it. And then I said, and there's another song. I said, I can't remember. I'm sure you probably remember who sang it. But I said, there's a song called A Brown-Eyed Girl. And my little blue-eyed girl says, my little blue-eyed girl says, I love that song.
You even know it? That's what I would ask.
She just turned 6 too, I think.
And Danetta's laughing. She said, that's loud poo.
Yeah, right.
And then she said,
come on now.
Danetta says, my eyes are gray by day and brown by night.
Hey, there you go.
How are they going to be gray in the day? Contacts?
There you go. Now you got it.
I'm being stupid. I'm like, like how is that possible?
It's very possible.
Like a chameleon.
Absolutely.
Well, Danetta has so many different looks.
Of course she does.
Of course,
she's fabulous. That's how that works. When you're fabulous, you can, create all kinds of fabulous looks. When you already start off beautiful, then you could dress it up however you like.
Yeah, you know,
That's how it works.
You know, it's like
That's how
it's like Janetta can snap her fingers at the and just like snap them just like this. Next thing, and then she'll look just like Sade.
Shoot, well, she looks better than Sade, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, sings
Always
better.
looking
Yeah,
lovely.
sings
Always
better than her too.
Yep. Yep.
Like people be like, you know, hey, there's Janetta, and who's that?
Who's that girl?
Yeah, who's that other lady?
Who's that other lady?
Yeah,
the smooth operator.
Yeah, yeah, smooth.
The smooth operator.
Well, yeah. She said, "Oh boy." Wonder if she was saying "Oh boy" too. Probably just both of us.
Yes. I'm
something.
sorry.
No, I was gonna say something else. I was digging was what we're wearing in here.
Oh, okay. Should we?
Yeah, take it off.
Because sometimes.
Oh. Okay. Well. Yeah,
Shall we?
Yeah. So recently, you know, Bobby D and I were just kind of discussing. So, you know, we have these smartwatches. And,
yes.
You know,
pretty much everybody has a smartwatch, of course.
You know, so. But what we were really digging, well, you know, she found these things and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, first, you know, they didn't seem to work. So I told her we'll give it 1 or 2 more days and then we'll return them. But they're actually starting to work now.
Yeah.
These
you were the smart one that said we should probably turn the app on so it'll work.
The app was on. I just didn't sync it.
Oh, I
didn't know how, but I figured out how to. So
I don't know. My phone is stupid. So
yeah, well, we got these. What do you call these things again?
These are. Let me see what today. They're not by the company Aura, but this is the
Smart Ring.
Smart Ring. Yes, it's a smart ring, and it tracks basically your health.
Yeah,
which is actually pretty cool.
Just so, like your smartwatch.
Right.
So different. It has different numbers on that app versus the, you know, just kind of curious.
Mm-hmm. So, but I feel like I don't know which one is better. Whatever numbers you like better.
I just look at them both. I'm like, okay, so.
So the smart ring, a lot of people, if you have well, I guess it doesn't matter whether you have an Android or an iPhone, but the Aura smart ring is, you know, one of those things. However, Mrs. Cuppage is a little more frugal than what the Aura ring was looking for. Plus, you have to sign up for different subscriptions.
Yeah, we don't need.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We don't need any more enhancements like that. So,
right.
It works perfectly fine now.
So the cool thing is that it comes with different. Like here's the ring itself, and it comes in 3 different colors, I believe. So we have the gold one. I think this is rose gold. Rose gold, silver. Yes. Yeah, rose gold, silver, and titanium, I believe. And then they send you, at least this company, sent us 3 different colors.
Yeah, black, white, and pink.
Black, white, and pink. I would imagine.
Which color do you think I'm wearing?
I would imagine that Samsey is not going to wear the pink one.
See?
But today, because it is a national blackout day for the reasons that we know, we are wearing the black, of course. Now, it's interesting, no matter your ring size, if you are a person like me who is a little smaller in stature, my fingers are quite small. They look pretty big though on the camera here though. Look pretty. Hey, my hands look bigger than somebody who has certain issues about their small hands. Anyway, so my normal ring size, my ring size is actually a 4.5. Actually, a 4.5.
You heard that right, folks. It's a 4.5.
Samsey had to get them.
it was really, really funny to figure out. And normally I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta get this downsized. I'm like, wow, this is new. And then when I told the people, when I was getting those rings, said, so what size you need to size down to? And I said 4.5. And he's like, okay, what?
Probably thought you were trying to marry a teenager or something.
He's like 4.5. He looked at me, like, say that again. I said 4.5. He's like 4.5. I said, well, what is that? So what's so wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
He's like, yes, okay, yeah, we can do that. It's just kind of small. I'm like, I know it's kind of small. It's just like
but you got to do it, or else he's not going to be able to wear it.
Yeah.
So, however, the smallest that these come in are a 6. And
is that what you get?
This one is not a 6 though, because these particular ones that you wanted, once I told you about them, the smallest that it would let me have is a 7. So
that seems to
so I couldn't wear it on on a ring thing like the main, but anyway, I wasn't gonna wear it on the main ring finger anyway. Mm-hmm. But they do say, after watching some YouTube videos, they do say that having it on your pointer finger, they feel is the best one. Is best.
Well, for me, it's not.
But I would imagine though anyway. But as long as the sensors, as they say, I don't know if you could see the sensors too well. There you go. Yeah, you could see the sensors. As long as the sensors are touching up against this part of your skin, then they can get a pretty good reading, which is actually pretty cool. So we were kind of chuckling at the numbers that were coming up. Now, my let me see, my blood pressure, they're saying right now, is at 118/79.
Okay.
It's okay.
Actually.
Oh.
Let's refresh that, shall we?
Sure.
Yep, same thing.
Same thing. 118/79. Blood oxygen, 98%.
Beats per minute.
Beats per minute, 82. And supposedly I slept 5 hours and 18 minutes. I don't know about that, but I don't know about, not trying to be like.
The Netta was Keenan. Asking what was the brand name. She said, she says, I know someone that needs that.
This is, let's see. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I got it.
It's very,
it's very simple. It's like health care something, but Samsey made a good point. I got it on Amazon.
Yeah, we can just say exactly what the name of it is.
Let me see. I'll even send it. I'll send it to you too. Come on now.
I never saw that before.
What, the sign in?
Yeah, it doesn't tell me to sign in securely. It just tells me put your email in or phone number. I'm like, how do you get that?
Probably because I'm the one who's on it.
It's like they don't care about me. They're just like, sign in full.
Like, sign in. Cancel that. Stop.
She said, or inbox me.
Thanks. Yes, definitely. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. And then as you can see, hopefully, did I miss the lighting up? Okay, wait.
It's at 82%.
Oh, is that why I was doing that?
Well, I can see the light.
Oh. Come on. There we go. All right. Now, let's see, will it light it? No. Okay. It's like lighting up and doing its thing. All these things lighting up and popping and clicking.
I know.
Nope.
Well, you're getting a lot of different.
I know a lot of things pop up. They want you to set up a pass key.
Yeah, I don't get all that. It's just like telling me. It just tells me just sign in full. That's it.
It's because you don't use it as much as I do.
No.
All right, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. But I have to be careful.
Well, you don't want to record.
No, I can't look because
Oh
remember
yeah.
you
Oh
ordered.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see. I don't want to. Okay, you could check and let me know. Because he did order my birthday gift also on Amazon. So, so I'm not allowed to look at the. Okay, now I can look. Okay.
Yep.
Now, what's it called?
Is this it? Yeah, this is it.
Yep, that's it.
It's a.
Okay, I can capture it. Boom. Come on now, come on. Copy. I'm gonna send that to you, Mr. Netta.
Yeah, Danetta. Okay. So be on the lookout for some information from Bobby here. So I guess you'll be able to take a look at this. At first we were just like, does this thing even work? But like I said,
we did all this walking around and carrying on because it's supposed to capture your steps. I'm like, well, this isn't capturing nothing. So this thing is leaving. Leaving.
We were like 3,000 steps. So I'm like, wait a minute. This thing is only saying 0. What's up with this?
And once you figured it out,
yeah,
we were pretty much in for the day. Mm-hmm. And my thing was yelling at me. It was like you should basically. It did. The app on the phone yelled at me and was like, and was telling me, well, you didn't reach your goal. You didn't reach your steps goal today. Well, of course not. I've been walking around all day without the stupid thing.
Oh, well.
And then the thing finally catches up.
That's fine. Okay.
All right, so let's see. So I will send this to Mr. Netta. Come on now. What are you doing? But yeah, it okay, there. Boom. Wrong, sorry. Wrong. And then it keeps telling me all the time, Smart Health is tracking your health.
It is.
So it keeps tracking.
It's tracking.
Yeah, but they had a nerve to yell at me. Like, I've been walking around all day and you're the one that didn't track my health. Now you won't stop. Okay. Now you won't stop tracking my health and giving me a hard time. Okay, now let's see. Love this picture, by the way. That's something to notice.
Okay. I'm probably not supposed to look at that. Okay.
Yes, you can look at it because this is.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I get you.
She's not wrong. No. She's not wrong. Mm-mm. Okay, here I'm gonna send that link to Mr. Netta. Boom. Now, hopefully it'll bring up a picture. Hopefully it's the right one. Okay. It says it was delivered.
It'd be funny if she clicks into it, like, I don't know your password.
Yeah. Like, what? You should need.
She said, okay, got it.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Thanks.
Of course. Excellent. Okay, very good. Now, Mr. Cubbage, what do you have to say?
I was having a ball today because, like I said, I was just doing some other things, working on some other projects here and some of the projects that'll be coming out soon. And, I was having a ball watching the Cosby Show today. And, one of the episodes I was on, of course, I caught the tail end of it. One of my favorite ones, The March.
Well,
look at, speaking
I think
of
this
the March,
must be the March they were talking about.
But Joan Baez. And then the one that was on after that was Physician of the Year.
Oh, no.
And then the one after that one was Jitterbug Break.
Oh, that was cute.
And then I flipped on Living Single for a couple minutes. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite episodes came back on. Khadija.
Oh
Khadija.
no. Oh
Her
no.
and Grant Hill. I was just like, oh no, not again. So I had to sit back and laugh at that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so that was good. And then, I just kind of had my music going for a while.
That's good.
After that, and then you came back and you brought us some goodies.
That's good.
And we partaked in that, and we watched the Steve Harvey show.
Yes.
Especially with Lady of Rage on it.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh man. So yeah, it was good. Everything was good. It was a good day.
It was a good day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good day so far. We still got some daylight out there.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
Still some daylight, so that's good. Let's see what time it is. It's 5:07, so that's good. I think my watch needs charged.
Yeah, mine soon. Too.
Oh boy. So we'll be doing that in a little while. But MLK, what do you have to say?
Well, again, this is the day that everybody is observing MLK Day, and a lot of places actually are having, at least they probably already had, volunteer work.
Yes, yes.
It is nice that people should take the time to study MLK if you don't know who MLK is, or if it's been a while since you've actually heard MLK. His speeches are just phenomenal. Of course, with the most favorite, or I should say the most famous speech has to be "I Have a Dream."
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's had so many other good speeches.
Oh yes, I mean, let me see. I know that there was one. Let me see if I can find it. It was from, what was it called? Was it from the jail in 1964 or something like that?
Can we see a picture of that? We were watching something the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody, I think somebody posted that.
Yes, let me see. Okay.
For those of you watching our show right now, we want to welcome you. I'm Sam C. This is Bobby D. We're the Coverage Connection. We're the CCI radio show. Our regularly scheduled show is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, live right here on our YouTube channel. While you're here, make sure you click like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and give this video a thumbs up, and hit the bell for notifications as well.
That is correct. So this was, let me see, MLK speeches from, there was that one. I think it was not letter from the Birmingham jail. Maybe I'm thinking of another one.
You could be.
I think, or maybe it was one he read in jail, and I thought it was about a little girl that wrote him a letter. I think it was a little white girl wrote him a letter, because he had gotten shot before, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And or am I mixing people up? I might be mixing. I thought that she wrote him a letter while he was in jail, and she was talking about how she was sorry he got hurt. I don't know if that's. I hate when that thing does that. Martin Luther King letter from jail from little girl. I'm not really sure if that's what that was called, but it's a letter from Birmingham jail. Her initials appear at the bottom of the letter. Maybe this is it. Maybe. Dear, I paused to answer some questions. No, maybe that's not it. I thought it was one about a little girl writing to him.
He did talk about a little girl in one of his speeches.
And said that she wrote him a letter.
Well, I don't remember that part, but I remember talking about a little girl in one of those speeches, so maybe that is it.
Letter from a Birmingham jail. My recent statement on my present activity. I don't think that was right. Did I? Because I thought it was basically why sit-ins, marches, and so forth. Okay, well, anyway, this particular one comes from, this is a letter from a Birmingham jail by Martin Luther King Jr., 1963. You may well ask, why direct action? Why sit-ins, marches, and so forth? Isn't negotiation a better path? You are quite right in calling for negotiations. Indeed, this is the very purpose of direct action. Nonviolent direct action. Why is that direct action? Seeks to create such a crisis and foster such a tension that a community which is constantly refused to negotiate is forced to confront the issue. It seeks so to dramatize the issue that it can no longer be ignored. By citing the creation of tension and part of the work of the nonviolent resistor may sound rather shocking, but I must confess that I'm not afraid of the word tension. I've earnestly opposed violent tension, but there is a type of constructive nonviolent tension which is necessary for growth.
Okay.
And that was a letter from jail, 1963. I thought, I'm really sad because I thought there was one from a little girl, but it didn't. Little girl shot. Little girl shot. Letter from Birmingham. Yeah, I thought. Okay, Margaret Nick. No, that's the same one I just read, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Okay, that was it. that was not it, but that was it. Speeches. So let's see. They even have, which is actually kind of cute, they have Martin Luther King Jr. speeches for kids.
Kids.
Wow. Yeah, they have a thing for the kids. So they have the I Have a Dream. I Have a Dream speech, of course, is the most famous. That one was his most memorable, but they say that he has four most famous speeches. I've been to the mountaintop. I Have a Dream. Letter from the Birmingham jail, which I just read.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from here? I don't know about that. Then I have two more.
Address at the Freedom Rally in Cobo Hall.
Yes. And then they say music for MLK Day. So I don't know why they put that, but I've been to the mountaintop. I do love I've been to the mountaintop. Let's see if I can find it. Interesting. They have a speech writer. It was a 25-year-old pastor. Okay. Sermons. Let's see. Now we got all these sermons now. I'm looking. He's got all kinds of stuff on here. Woo. Okay, so I want.
Man, this would be a while. I'm just sitting there looking at that like that's going to be a while.
Let me see. Okay. Well, you could talk about Well, you could talk about what you love about MLK.
Passion,
Mm-hmm.
honesty, a real brother.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that again? I just
Mm-hmm.
love exactly what he stood for. He stood for equality,
Indeed.
determination. Um, I've always liked his attitude. He never gave up.
Yeah,
Even when he was down, he never gave up.
that's true.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
just strong individual.
that's exactly right.
He was so strong, he was feared.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he is no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if it wants to. Okay. So they have this on here, and it says this was Dr. King's last and most apocalyptic sermon. He delivered it on the eve of his assassination at the Bishop Charles Mason Temple in Memphis, Tennessee, on April 3rd, 1968. Mason Temple is the headquarters of the Church of God in Christ, the largest African American Pentecostal denomination in the United States.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So actually, it's quite long. So I will read some.
That looks very long.
I will read some, and if you would like to read some. Okay. Thank you very kindly, my friends. As I listened to Ralph Abernathy in his eloquent and generous introduction, and then thought about myself, I wondered who he was talking about. It's always good to have your closest friend and associate say something good about you. And Ralph is the best friend that I have in the world. I'm delighted to see each of you here tonight in spite of a storm warning. You reveal that you are determined to go on anyhow. Something is happening in Memphis. Something is happening in our world.
As you know, if I were standing at the beginning of time with the possibility of general and panoramic view of the whole human history up to now, and the Almighty said to me, Martin Luther King, which age would you like to live in?
Mm-hmm.
I would take my mental flight by Egypt through, or rather across the Red Sea, through the wilderness on toward the promised land. And in spite of its magnificence, I wouldn't stop there. I would move on by Greece and take my mind to Mount Olympus. I would see Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, Euripides,
Euripides,
and
Aristophanes.
yeah,
Never heard of him.
assembled around the Parthenon as they discussed the great and eternal issues of reality.
But I wouldn't stop there. I would go on, even to the great heyday of the Roman Empire, and I would see developments around there through various emperors and leaders. But I wouldn't stop there. I would even come up to the day of the Renaissance and get a quick picture of all that the Renaissance did for the culture and aesthetic life of man. But I wouldn't stop there. I would even go by the way that the man for whom I'm named had his habitat. And I would watch Martin Luther as he tacked his 95 theses, it's supposed to be theses on the door at the church. Why are people saying in Wittenberg? But I wouldn't stop there. I would come on up even to 1863 and watch a vacillating president by the name of Abraham Lincoln finally come to the conclusion that he had to sign the Emancipation Proclamation. But I wouldn't stop there. I wouldn't even come up I would even come up to the early 30s and see a man grappling with the problems of the bankruptcy of his nation and come with an eloquent cry that we have nothing to fear but fear itself.
But, but I wouldn't stop there. Strangely enough, I would turn to the Almighty and say, if you allow me to live just a few years in the second half of the 20th century, I will be happy.
Wow.
Now, that's a strange statement to make because the world is all messed up. The nation is sick. Trouble is in the land. Confusion all around. That's a strange statement. But I know somehow that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. And I see God working in this period of the 20th century in a way that men, in some strange way, are responding. Something is happening in our world. The masses of people are rising up. And wherever they are assembled today, whether they are in Johannesburg, South Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, Accra, Ghana, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, Jackson, Mississippi, or Memphis, Tennessee, the cry is always the same. We want to be free.
And another reason that I'm happy to live in this period is that we have been forced to a point where we're going to have to grapple with the problems that men have been trying to grapple with through history. But the demands didn't force them to do it. Survival demands that we grapple with them. Men for years now have been talking about war and peace, but now no longer can they just talk about it. It is no longer a choice between violence and nonviolence in this world. It's nonviolence or non-existence.
You know, this is a very long speech.
All right, well,
look how long it is.
We'll skip to the main part. But I'm going to read it later. No, so you have to be quiet while I'm reading it later.
No, I just didn't realize how long it was. I'm like, wow.
It is. It's a long speech. Most of Martin Luther King's speeches were long.
You mean it take a day?
He was
It take a day.
He was
take the whole day.
He was a Baptist minister.
Baptist minister, not Pentecostal minister.
Well, maybe it was a mixture of both. Okay. How about this? Okay. How about here?
And I want to say tonight, I want to say that I am happy that I didn't sneeze.
That's the one about the little girl.
Okay.
This one I'm reading about the little girl. Okay. Oh, he wasn't in jail. He was autographing a book. Okay. Oh. That's right. It was called If I Sneezed. That's what that's called. Now I remember.
Okay.
You know, several years ago, I was in New York City autographing the first book that I had written. And while sitting there autographing books, a demented black woman came up. It was a black woman. Came up. The only question I heard from her was, "Are you Martin Luther King?" And I was looking down writing and I said, "Yes." And the next minute I felt something beating on my chest. Before I knew it, I'd been stabbed by this demented woman. I was rushed to Harlem Hospital. It was a dark Saturday afternoon and that blade had gone through. And the x-rays revealed that the tip of the blade was on the edge of my aorta, the main artery. And once that's punctured, you drown in your own blood. That's the end of you.
Wow. And I should say, it came.
It came out.
I was wondering where you want me to go.
Yep, that's where it's at.
It came out in the New York Times the next morning that if I had sneezed, I would have died. Well, about 4 days later, they allowed me, after the operation, after my chest had been opened and the blade had been taken out, to move around in the wheelchair in the hospital. They allowed me to read some of the mail that came in, and from all over the states and the world, kind letters came in. I read a few, but one of them I will never forget. I received one from the president and the vice president. I have forgotten what those telegrams said. What those telegrams said.
A long time ago.
Yeah. I received a visit and a letter from the governor of New York, but I've forgotten what the letter said. But there was another letter that came from a little girl.
That's the one.
A young girl who was a student at the White Plains High School. And I looked at that letter, and I'll never forget it. It simply said, "Dear Dr. King, I am a ninth grade student at the White Plains High School," she said. "While it should not matter, I would like to mention that I am a white girl. I read in the paper of your misfortune and of your suffering, and I read that if you had sneezed, you would have died. I am simply writing you to say that I'm so happy that you didn't sneeze."
Yes, yes. And I want to say tonight, that I'm happy that I didn't sneeze. Because if I had sneezed, I wouldn't have been around here in 1960. When students all over the South started sitting in at lunch counters, and I knew that they were sitting in, they were really standing up for the best in the American dream and taking the whole nation back to those great wells of democracy, which were dug deep by the founding fathers in the Declaration of Independence. Okay, so I'll skip because, my husband doesn't like to read long.
You really have to say that on camera?
Okay, hit it.
And they were telling me, now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now. It really doesn't matter what happens now. I left Atlanta this morning, and as we got started on the plane, there were 6 of us. The pilot said over the public address system, "We are sorry for the delay, but we have Dr. Martin Luther King on the plane. And to be sure that all of the bags were checked and to be sure nothing would be wrong with the plane,
Interesting.
We had to check out everything carefully. And we've had the plane protected and guarded all night. And then I got into Memphis, and some began to say that threats or talk about the threats that were out. What would happen to me from some of our sick white brothers?"
Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop and I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place, but I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. And I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. There you go. The end.
Yeah, that's deep.
And that's pretty crazy that was his final recorded speech.
Wow. Just wow.
It is a long speech. It's a long speech.
Yeah.
But it's a good speech.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't a good speech.
It's a good speech.
But speaking of it, I think this was a very good edition of the show.
Really?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody who tuned in to this show today. We greatly appreciate it on this MLK Day. It's special pop-in edition, more or less, of the CCI radio show.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd be with the kids.
I know.
I'll be with the kids right now.
And,
So.
Yeah, again, just make sure you click like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up.
And the sun is
going down. And it's going to get colder.
It's going to get colder. Please bundle up. Please bundle up.
Yes.
Especially if you have to go out. If you have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you must go shopping, that is probably going to be me. I will probably do a pickup. I don't think I'll be getting out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Of the car.
No.
I don't think I want to do that.
Yep.
Not a fan of getting out of the car while it's cold.
Danetta said, yes, great and important show.
Thank you.
Yeah, we thank you for being here. We thank all of you.
Yes.
For
it would have been nice if somebody else would have talked in the chat with Danetta. That would have been nice.
Well, that's okay.
But that's okay. Remember Blackout today when Samson, we wanted to show our support and everything. But as I'm dropping things off. But with that being said, once we get off of the show, we're going to go back to black. Yes. All black again.
And just keep in mind for the CCI radio show programming right here on our YouTube channel tomorrow.
Yes.
There's Tuesday Talks with Bobby D. Wednesday is Etiquette Class with Mrs. Covage. Thursday is another Covage Critiques. Friday, Cooking Phone, Mrs. Covage. And Lord willing, we will see you guys live this coming Saturday on our normal time spot, 10 a.m. Eastern time, right here for the CCI radio show.
That sounds good. Now, I have a question for you. Do we already have a topic for this Saturday's show?
Not as of yet.
Okay. Because I do believe that I would like to speak on a subject that has been kind of like sticking in my craw, so to speak.
Okay.
With the change in the landscape, there are people that are very happy about what's happening, people that could care either less because it doesn't really affect them, people that are saddened by it. And I've noticed, and this is the same thing when this first happened, people are very much divided. And a lot of people have what's the best way to say it? A lot of people have either dropped people from their lives because of this. And I do want people to understand that people need to understand both sides. It's easy to understand where you're coming from. But if you by chance are friends with a group of people who might not agree with what with how you feel, maybe you yourself should look from within and try to look from that person's point of view. For instance, there are, and just a little, and I'll leave it alone because it is MLK Day, but women's rights. If you're not a woman, you don't understand. Therefore, you probably don't really care. Not to be a jerk, but being truthful. You don't care. If it doesn't pertain to you, you don't care. But if you have a mother, and we all do, if you're a male as a mother, I would think so, because that's how we all get here. Okay, that's how we all get here, through our mothers. If you have a sister, a wife, a female friend, certain things are going to affect her. And if she's upset about it, don't give her the business over it. Try to understand why she's upset about it. Put yourself into her shoes. And then think, oh, well, I guess I see why she's upset about certain changes that are coming.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just saying. There's somebody in particular that I'm speaking of. Actually, not you. Not you.
I knew it wasn't me.
But you know who I'm talking about. And yeah. So if you are somebody that think about it like this. Farmers are going to be affected. That is going to affect everybody. Do you like to eat? Do you like food? Certain things are going to affect the farmers specifically.
Yep.
I don't care if you do not work in a farm. I don't care if you're not a farmer. I do not care if you don't know how to milk a cow. Okay. All those things, I am not. I'm a suburb girl. Okay. So I have no idea. Only way I know how to get some milk is go to the store and get you some milk. That's it.
Right.
But farmers have cows that have milk in them. Cows not only have milk, they produce food. Do you like meat? Do you like vegetables? I mean, these are the things. So I hate to say it. If something is affecting the farmers, it's going to affect all of us. Everybody. If you like to eat food, if you like to eat fruits and vegetables, I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. But there's one person in particular that it's really burning me up, and I want to call them out, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But just come out of yourself for a moment. And if you really care about a person, these people that you're around, so to speak, think about where they're coming from. Think about where you come from. And then just come out of yourself for a moment and see why things are intense for them. Nobody's saying that you necessarily have to that you have to agree. You don't have to agree. You just understand. That's all I'm saying. Just understand where these people are coming from. I'm just going to put that out there like that. And I'm sure they know who they are. I'm sure they know who they are. And so do you. If you think about it, that goes to my lurkers as well out there, to our lurkers as well, folks lurking around. But that's okay. We appreciate the lurkers because that does help get those numbers up. So thank you so much. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to step on my, box there, but
that's all right.
Sam C didn't really want me to go there. I could tell, but I'm sorry. I just couldn't let it ride. But if you allow me to have a show about it on Saturday, I won't.
Well,
I got it
actually,
out.
What I was going to say was this coming Saturday, now since you kind of said that, this coming Saturday, we plan on celebrating something fun.
Okay. Well, I said what I had to say then.
We plan on celebrating.
And I'll leave it there.
Yeah, we plan on celebrating somebody very important.
On the 25th. Saturday's the 25th.
Yeah, you should get this one.
What's on the 25th?
Which on the 25th?
Yeah.
Other than our show?
Yeah, our show.
Had 2 days.
Me.
Yes.
Janetta likes to eat.
Yeah, I saw that. And she says, stay tuned. She says, right?
Stay tuned.
So, yes. So, Saturday, we are going to be celebrating Bobby D because next Monday, exactly 1 week from today is a very important day for Bobby D.
Well, let's hope
so
America's still around.
I know, right?
In a week.
I know, right?
Anyway.
So, yeah, anyway, we'll be putting that post out there this coming week. So that way you can join us. We'll have some fun, and then I'll let Bobby D have the floor so we can talk about that specific subject because
we don't have to.
I think we should.
Okay.
I will let her have the floor. And then once we get all that out, then we'll have some fun.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, but she needs to get this out, and quite frankly, I think we all do. So therefore, it's going to be, I don't want to sound like some of the other people that we follow, that we watch, but just stay with us. Just continue to roll with us. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. And if we just keep plugging along, we'll get to where we need to go.
That's right.
It might be slow.
Yes,
but we'll get there.
We will get there.
Lesson learned.
That is correct. I noticed the change in the lighting since
I noticed that.
Did you?
Yeah, that's why I keep looking like, wow, it looks kind of dark.
Wow, it got dark suddenly.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
So
bad lighting.
Yeah.
No, it's just getting dark.
It's just getting dark in here.
Mm-hmm.
So this one little light isn't going to cut it for much longer.
No. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today to help us honor MLK on MLK Day. We will see you guys on Saturday. And we will, actually, some of you guys will see Bobby D tomorrow.
Yeah, did I do it?
Tuesday Talks with Bobby D and Etiquette Class with Bobby D.
That sounds good. Did I do them?
I got to check.
Okay.
So.
All right. It could end up being live. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Well, is there, other than that, anything else you want to say, Bobby D, before we cut on out of here and turn the lights on?
Yeah, I'm going to turn the lights on. No, but thank you so much for joining us today. We do appreciate it. Make sure you like and share and give us thumbs up on this and other things. And just thank you so much for spending part of your afternoon with us. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you again really, really soon.
Come on, spring.
Happy MLK Day. Come on, spring.
Happy MLK Day.